Intelligence war. FBI suddenly releases Trump file with shocking contents. This is outrageous. A stunning move. Seems to come from nowhere. The Federal Bureau of Investigation suddenly decided to release files from 4 decades ago, 40 years ago, involving an investigation into possible housing discrimination by President Donald Trump's father. 40 years ago, Trump's father. According to the Daily Caller, the files date from between 1972 and 74, when Fred Trump, Trump's father, his Trump management company allegedly discriminated against potential tenants based on the basis of race. The case was settled in 1975 with Fred Trump agreeing to admit more minority applicants while denying any wrongdoing. In spite of the fact that Donald Trump had absolutely nothing to do with this investigation, the lawsuit was frequently reported by Democrats over the course of Trump's campaign as proof that Trump was the racist. The FBI Record Vault announced the release on Twitter on Thursday. FBI Records Vaults, Trump Management Company. This release consists of FBI materials on investigation conducted between 1971 and blah, blah, blah. Trump Management Company, 1974, into allegations of the Trump management, blah, blah, blah. You can go into that. I'll leave a link below for you on this. You can go to that file, read on yourself. This isn't the first time the FBI dumped records about Fred Trump, Trump's father, at a dubiously opportunistic moment. Just before the election, the same Record Vault Twitter account published, after a year of inactivity, other files having to do with Fred Trump. A few days later, it published files relating to Bill Clinton's controversial pardoning of billionaire financier Mark Rich on his way out of office in 2001. Now guess which one Democrats complained about? Brian Fallon tweets, absent of Freedom of Information Act, FOIA litigation deadline, this is odd. Will the FBI be posting documents on Trump's housing discrimination in 1970s? Very strange indeed. That's Brian Fallon, a Hillary spokesman. As it turned out, the files mentioned nothing about Donald Trump, meaning he was entirely unimplicated in the 43-year-old investigation. And we can check out the headlines, which are these. Donald Trump's father, Fred, tried to stop black people entering his properties, FBI dossier claims. That's from the Evening Standard. Another title, Donald Trump's father told staff to get rid of blacks when running property firm with his son, FBI dossier claims. That's from the Independent. Another one from The Spin says, Fred Trump told me not to rent to blacks. Horror stories from the FBI's 1970s investigation into racism at Trump apartments. So that's right, Spin, a music publication more accustomed to publishing Chuck Colsterman's overambitious screeds about cocaine and advancement theory, is clutching its pearls over an FBI document dump involving Donald Trump's father, who died almost 20 years ago. At least Spin didn't put Donald Trump's name first in the headline like the other two sources did, even though the president had absolutely nothing, no connection to these allegations made by the investigation. It's sad, but it's not surprising. CNN reports that Republicans called for investigation into government leaks, specifically designed to make President Trump look bad. This is mostly over the investigation of former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, which saw intercepted calls leaked to the press, possibly by insiders connected to the former administration. Of course, we know, because that was all done under President Obama. The timing is beyond suspicion. It's as if Obama partisans seems bent on doing as much damage as possible to sabotage the Trump presidency before Trump is able to shut off the leaky faucet. So how do they do that? They do that by going after his dead father. Nice work. This is on Conservative Tribune. Intelligence war. FBI suddenly releases Trump file with shocking contents. This is outrageous. A stunning move. Seems to come from nowhere. The Federal Bureau of Investigation suddenly decided to release files from 4 decades ago, 40 years ago, involving an investigation into possible housing discrimination by President Donald Trump's father. 40 years ago, Trump's father. According to the Daily Caller, the files date from between 1972